welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Ty Johnson now to return. He spins right by him. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him.
Big gain downfield. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On first down, Allen. All in left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. First tone of the game for James Cook. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Second and goal.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one connects. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Keon Coleman. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal for Allen. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Ravens make the recovery. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end as as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season. And sure, 45 total touchdowns now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens. When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Jackson trying to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Lamar. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Sending the tight end in motion left. They go play fake with Jackson. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And that makes it third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Jackson yet again. Drop this one down for Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 7 and a Raven first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. He'll try and run this. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A draw now. This is Henry. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Fourth down, trying for the sticks with an option. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Another one for Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taking the ground after a nice push downfield.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
12 more yards.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him at the 38. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And it's a good chunk of yards on that play. 10 of them before he hit that sideline. That moves him ever closer on this 3rd down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They kick the running back in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's another Buffalo Bills
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Allen. Short pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
To Dalton Kincaid. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Allen gonna throw again. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And they'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and
Sometimes
8.
you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Let's go in here, Allen. This throw is caught. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Allen on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Bass now to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. First and 10, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
2nd down, they're going to the option. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. He's running for it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Takes it in at the 26. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He takes it himself. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You evade them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Coleman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
On 4th down now, on comes Brad Robbins to punt for the Bills. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Jackson to throw it. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Brandon Codrington on the Bills' return. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down throw for Allen. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills throw their lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. On first down, Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offense as well.
First down throw for Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play fake, Jackson. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Lamar throwing again. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. To return, here's Brandon Condrington. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And with a 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option to sit on that, or they could try something really aggressive to end the half. This is Cook on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 3 now. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. From the 39. That's him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Come on, guys, dig deep. Show them what you're working with. Teamwork, come on, baby. That's right. Teamwork. Come on, let's play like a team. Right there, we can do it.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Bass's kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. Hits him on the out route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Bass now to kick this away. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another run for Henry. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Bills crowding the passing lanes. They've got a dime look here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
On now comes their punter. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now run by Cook. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, here's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run it with Cook. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Oh, and loses it! And this is picked up by the Ravens! And they can't call the return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
I'll tell you this, Kate, the duality of quarterbacks in the league today continues to amaze me. It's remarkable how well they can throw it and run it. But in that case, when you turn into running back, what do you got to do? You've got to protect the football at all costs. He doesn't, and he gives that defense an extra possession.
Baltimore running its offense out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Jackson on third down. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down, Ravens.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 48. Short pass brought in. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stopped though, made it to 46. 3rd down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 7 and a Raven first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running once more with Henry. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Small pass, big results. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. They put Flowers in motion right. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. It's a gain of 3. First down, Baltimore.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Henry on 2nd. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Henry. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Christian Benford on the stop. It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
First down, here's Lamar. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Mark Andrews. up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 6-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens get it back to within 6.
Ravens 7.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Cotterington now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Here's Cook. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Blitz coming here, Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the in route. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it?
Sean McDermott didn't like that call. We can tell. He's got the challenge flag out.
The previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the 1st down. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down throw for Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's another Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Seriously? Is that even a play? No way, you're kidding me!
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
He finds Kincaid. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Now it's Cook. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
12 more yards. That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the
Oh, that's such a good
7-yard
feeling
line.
as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Allen looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Complete. Brings up second and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch is made in close. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a two-possession game here in the fourth. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with two scores now, it's what, a two-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point.
Keeping it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Bass now to kick this away.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Likely's got it right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Isaiah Likely. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 37-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 37. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Jackson out of the gun on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one gains 7. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
And the Raven first down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Here's an option play to the left. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Hey, up the middle, it'll be pretty tough for this safety to make a play through all the traffic. But you want to range outside, you want to get into his domain, you better be careful because this strong safety will put you on your back.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, Jackson. Andrews has it, work in the middle. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Third and inches.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Jackson trying to sneak it. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down from the red zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens now within 1 score in the fourth. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Johnson now on the return. Juke the defender. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They're going to pass it here. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. shotgun handoff now to Cook. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
Brings up 3rd and
Now we're going to have a
7.
timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Come on! Big play, come on! Come on, guys, pick it up!
He'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Setting up to pass. Andrews snags another one. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Jackson yet again. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bills' 34-yard line.
So the roaring Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.